Good morning, everybody. My name is MiAhTheKing, and remember to never eat yellow snow. Now, I know it's been a long time since I've put out a video, and I know what you're thinking. I thought he died. Well, nope, I'm still here, and definitely not dead. Okay, well, I can't say definitely that I'm not dead. I'm no doctor. But look, okay, for real talk. It's been a real crazy Christmas, okay? Kids on holiday break, family coming in, and biggest problem of all, no real games releasing that I felt I could put up on my channel that'd be worth it. So, let's just call that my vacation time, and now I'm back. Sorry about that. But let's start off the new year with a new segment I'm going to try out and put together on my channel. New year, new addition to the channel, right? So first off, thanks for stopping by. Secondly, this new segment to my channel, which I'll be trying to post every Friday, even if it's the same day I'm doing a review. As long as the views of these videos keep rolling in, then I'll keep doing the segment. But, you know, I'll give it a few weeks, and if you guys don't like it or if nobody watches it, I'll probably cut it out. Anyway, this segment is me talking about a great game that may have been overlooked, or about an older game that some younger gamers may have never heard of, or some older gamers may have just forgotten about, and I'm going to be telling you why you should buy them and give them a chance. Basically, I'm trying to give you games that I grew up on, and might refresh your memory, or might be something new for you. Either way, there's nothing wrong with spreading the joy, is there? So then, what game is it that I'm starting off with in this brand new segment on my channel? It's an oldie, but a goodie, a game only a few legends might remember. It's called, simply one word, Fable. Now, a lot of younger gamers out there may have never heard of this game and its sequels, and for good reason. After Fable 3 was released as a horrible embarrassment of a game, Lionhead Studios, the creators of Fable, was acquired by Microsoft due to financial issues. When this happened, most of the developers and even the co-founder left. So obviously we haven't gotten any new Fable games. Now I know there are rumors of a new one coming out, but until they're more than rumors, I don't really care. Today we're talking about the very first Fable, a hell of a game that many people may have forgotten about or never even heard of, and that's what we're taking a look at today. This game came out in 2004, by the way. That's how old it is, almost 20 years old. That's crazy. So, I mean, that game's almost old enough to drink. So, what's the deal with Fable? Well, that's pretty simple. Back in the day, it was one of the original games for the original Xbox. It was an in-depth RPG that was said to redefine what it meant to be an immersive RPG. One of the first, a pioneer if you will, and it was a legend. Okay, I may be exaggerating, but for me, I mean, I was 11 years old, so it's possible my memory's a bit hazy. It was legendary for me, at least. So, in the game, you play as a young boy who lives in a village until one horrible day these bandits decide to show up and burn down the village to the ground. In the process, you lose your parents, your sister, and all you've ever known before a mysterious wizard pops up out of nowhere and takes you with him to what he calls the Guild of Heroes, where heroes from across the realm train up their skills so they can one day head out into the world helping people. And that's all I'm going to tell you about the story. You want to know more, then you're just going to have to go play it. Now, you may look at that price tag and go, wow, $35, is he serious? But trust me, this game is worth it. You'll probably spend more than 40 hours playing this game, and the replayability for it is off the charts. Also, before I forget, it might be best to play this game with a controller. Does it work with PC controls? Technically, yes. Is it a bit awkward and not fully optimized? Also, yes. But anyway, now I'm going to tell you exactly why this game is awesome. And to do that, I'm going to borrow a descriptor I found on the Steam store page for the game itself. In this game, you create your life story from childhood to death, grow from an inexperienced adolescent into the most powerful being in the world. Choose the path of righteousness, or dedicate your life to evil. Muscles expand with each feat of strength, force of will increases with each work of wit, obesity follows gluttony, and skin tans with exposure to sunlight and bleaches bone white by moonlight. Earn scars in battle, and lines of experience with age. Each person you aid, each flower you crush, and each creature you slay will change this world forever. Almost sounds like a song, don't it? But, by the way, all of that is true. They're not exaggerating at all. In the game, there are 3 skill trees available for you to advance: wit, strength, and will. Wit is like cunning and dexterity. It keeps you lean, fast, able to run faster, dodge better, and use a bow and arrow more accurately. Also, it allows you to sneak better and bargain with, the traders better. Strength is health, damage resistance, and physical attack damage with melee weapons. And the more you develop your strength tree, the thicker your character gets with muscles. That's right, he actually physically changes to a more thicker kind of hero. Thick with muscles, I mean, in case you were thinking the other kind of thick. And then you've got will. It's magic. Magic damage with spells, mana regeneration, and total mana points. The more you level up your will tree or magic tree, the more magic begins to emanate from your own body. Magical runes like tattoos will appear all over your body in artistic designs, and the more powerful you become with magic, the brighter and more powerful those runic tattoos glow. Man, that's cool. That's like my favorite part. So you see, the more you develop a specific tree, the more it physically represents your character. It physically represents their body. Oh, but that's not all. If you fall in battle and recover without a game over, your character will have a new scar somewhere on his body. So scars show up, showing the world your history of dangerous adventures. If you eat a bunch of fattening foods over and over again for no reason, which, by the way, food heals you over time, but you can still just eat it as much as you want. So if you did that, your hero will actually become fat and obese. If you play as an evil character, then eventually you'll have devil horns growing out of your head. And if you play as a good character long enough, then eventually you'll have a halo hovering above your head. So in case you were wondering, yes, you can make a really fat, really pale, bad guy with devil horns coming out of his head, with magic runes making sure he lights up in the night. Scars all over his body. Yes, you can create your perfect hero, I know, I understand. But there's still so much more. You can also get married, buy a home, decorate your home, have a child. You can be given new titles that the townspeople will call you by, like Chicken Chaser or Grim Reaper. There are quests where you have to pick a side with the villagers or side with the bandits attacking them, become an evil hero or a good hero, and in these events they change the world and the story around you so that your choices actually matter. As you progress through the story, you actually get to see the world change because of things you have chosen to do. And to make it even better, the game is so immersive and the story so creative and unique, you literally start off as a child who goes off to train. It skips ahead a few years to you being a teenager where you're still training with a little more dialogue. And then it skips again when you're an adult who finishes their training, graduates, and then you start your journey. You have to build yourself up in fame and prestige, all while determining exactly what kind of hero you'll be. And the fame and prestige also have their own merits. With gameplay this intricate and engaging, making the long hours of play feel fun, with a simple, easy to understand but pretty to look at user interface, and a pretty stable game with barely any bugs or glitches, sorry about that, I honestly can't find anything else negative to say about this game. Oh, you know what? There is one thing. The only real negative that I can think about, and at least when I was writing the script, you can't choose to be male or female. You have to play as a male. That's kind of a bummer. My wife doesn't normally respond well to role-playing games where she's forced to play a male, so she doesn't really play them, so that's kind of unfortunate. And I'm sure there are other people out there like that as well. But, moving on. As I said earlier, the replayability is there. You could play 3 separate times as a good guy, each playthrough as a different skill tree, and watch your character develop and change along the journey. Or you could do the exact same with villainy. That's at least 6 times you can replay this game. And with the length of time you put into this game, each time you do, it's a fun time to lose yourself in something magical. There are also augmentations that you can put inside your weapons, making them aflame or coursing with lightning, and that's only 2 out of many. There are also dozens of different outfits and armors in neutral colors, good guy colors, and villain colors. There are tons of interesting side quests, great voice acting, and even a trade mechanic where you can buy something cheap in bulk, but sell it in a different town for a higher amount, thus making yourself tons of money. Now obviously the graphics won't be the best, as the game is still, very old, but they're still not too bad to look at even after all this time. Then you've got the beautiful, wonderful composed music that always fits the theme and the moment, the great voice acting where they really put their souls into their work, and the gameplay mechanics involved with every little detail truly make this game something special. This game also has a great tutorial, teaching you how to play the game but never really taking you out of the game to do so. It's all built into the story. So the tutorial is actually required, but it's also fun and helps you learn how to play the game. So if you've played this game before, but it's been many years, I'd highly recommend you go back and check it out again. And if this is the first time you're seeing this, then I even more so highly encourage you to go buy this game and play it. It is totally worth its asking price, and it's definitely worth your time. These are the kinds of games I grew up on. These are the kind of games I was introduced to. And these kinds of games are the reason why I may or may not like a game that just released in early access today. Because I have a history with games like this on this level. And as I continue this segment for at least a few more weeks to gauge the reaction from my viewers and my lovely fans out there, I'll show you a few other precious gems of amazing games that I grew up on, which is why I treat modern day games with a little bit more scrutiny. Because if you follow this segment long enough, you'll see what I see, and you'll see for yourself how far our modern games have fallen. So, that's it for the very first Game of the Week addition to my channel and my very first video of the new year. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know in the comments down below. If you like the idea of this video segment, or if you have an idea for another older game that you'd like me to showcase next Friday, let me know in the comments down below. Also, I'll be putting out a game review tomorrow, so stay tuned for that as well. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all again on my next adventure. So until then, I bid you all farewell.